simply put, it's like what types of bones that we can see in this part. You understand?
In neurocranium.
So, and then you can start with the frontal bone. You understand?
Yeah.
Then you should remember that frontal bone, it is only one. So because of this, it is
Unpaired.
okay. So we have
Parietal bone.
parietal bone. So, but you know, parietal bone, it is two. We have one on this side, another one on this side. So it is paired.
Frontal bone muscle is only here, yeah? Parietal bone, they are here, tail. Here. Muscle parietal bone, one side is here and here.
Yeah.
Parietal bone,
But it is up, not down. Then we have also temporal bone. Just the one below, and then we have occipital.
Occipital bone is here, back.
Okay. So now what they have asked us about this question is this. So one, you've answered one part of the question: frontal, parietal, temporal, occipital. These are the four.
Master, where is
in this video.
temporal?
Temporal is here. And you see where we have the ear.
Here.
So, and then if this is basocranial, so here we have frontal, right?
Frontal, yeah.
Then we have parietal.
Parietal.
Then we have temporal. Then we have occipital.
Occipital, yeah.
So if this one is frontal, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can say this is number 4, this is number 3, this is number 2, and this is number 1.
Frontal one, yeah.
It is clear.
Yeah, clear.
Okay. So this is like 50% of this question you answered now.
50%, yeah.
But another thing that you will talk about is what is between the frontal, because between this one, how I can know that from here I start frontal and I stop here. How can I know this one it is here that is temporal and parietal, and this place temporal?
How to make differentiate between them?
There are things they call suture. We call it suture.
Suture. Suture.
But this suture, it is not to sew. It is not to tie things. But suture, it is the junction between two bones that are in the skull.
In the skull.
You understand?
Each two bone, between them is suture.
So if I have the if I have the parietal bone, you understand?
Yeah.
Between parietal bone and temporal there is suture. This is suture.
Suture.
So then between parietal also and temporal there is also suture, as you can see. You understand?
Yeah.
And then
suture.
And then we can see the one that is in the posterior.
So between hospital and temporal also suture is there.
Definitely, if there is no suture, we cannot say there are two.
Yeah.
And so it's this suture in children, in babies, they just give birth to. It is very wide. It's very open. Like it is not like this, but it is like this.
In children?
Yeah, it is like this in children.
It is very wide, yeah?
Yeah, you understand it.
I mean, we can see more easily, yeah?
Yeah, there is space between.
Space between them.
So we see clearly this one is frontal, this one is parietal, this one there is space between them.
Yeah, but for adult it will not be space.
Yeah, but it will close when you get to 21 years old. When you are 21 years old, everything will be completely closed.
There will not be this space.
And so because if in some children it happens that it is a problem, it closes very fast. If it's closed very fast, the brain will not be able to grow again, because as brain is growing, this space will be becoming small, and brain will be growing. But in some children, it will close very fast. If it closes very fast, the brain will not be able to grow, and it can affect the mental ability of this child. They call it premature closure.
Premature
closure of seizure. Okay. So now I have talked about, you've been able to mention all the bones that are present in the skull.
Yeah.
You've been able to identify that there are seizure between them.
Yeah.
Then the next thing that this one you will add about 10-15% to your mark, and then the remaining thing that you are going to add to it is what is the name of these seizures. What are their names? They have different names.
For each seizure has different name.
So actually, you can have what we refer to as this one. If we think about how we did this thing, what name do you think we will give to this?
It is called laterally.
It is called sagittal seizure because it gives anterior and posterior.
Yeah, sagittal is like that.
So it gives anterior and posterior. This one is sagittal seizure. Then you will say sagittal seizure. What is sagittal seizure? Sagittal seizure, it is this junction between the frontal bone and the parietal bone.
It's a junction between frontal bone and parietal bone.
As you can see, this is parietal and this is frontal.
Bone.
That is sagittal seizure. Okay, so we can also see the one that is between the parietal. This is parietal, and the one that is between parietal and the
temporal.
Occipital.
Yeah.
Occipital. So this one is actually horizontal seizure.
I want to answer it. It's horizontal.
It is good. It is horizontal seizure. So and then occipital. We have what they call
temporal.
Yes. Yeah. Occipital and temporal.
Yeah.
And so temporal occipital seizure. So this one that is between the temporal and occipital, it is called temporal occipital
seizure.
You understand?
Understand, yeah.
And so you can see here frontoparietal seizure.
Frontoparietal seizure.
You understand?
Yeah.
So then you can see.
Mansour, it is for this one.
It is it is another name. Sagittal is another name, but
I can mention even from this one.
Yes, it is simple now. This is frontal bone. This is parietal bone.
This is easy to remember. Yeah.
Yes. Between frontal and parietal, what seizure is there? Frontoparietal seizure. Between parietal and occipital, what is there? Parietal occipital seizure.
I can say for all of them like that.
Yeah, of course. It is like that now because it is between the two of them.
Yeah.
It is like that. So with this, you answer the questions for number 2.
And yet, no. Mansour, can you write also here also?
There is no space. That's why I didn't write. But it is straightforward. We've mentioned it to be horizontal seizure.
Yeah, horizontal.
Okay.
Write both horizontal and. Parietal hospital seizure, also called horizontal seizure. فنياتنا.
Okay, no 3.
Number
So here they have asked anatomical prolapses. So as I after I talked about, you can see everything is like anatomical, surgical, you understand. So if they've talked about, you pay attention to anatomy, rectum. If you, because in this question they will ask you some questions like, what part of the intestines do you remember?
What part of the intestine? Duodenum, jejunum, ileum.
Yeah, you should, if you want to talk about that one, you should divide it into 2. You should, because intestine is large. Intestine we have large and small.
Large intestine, small
But
intestine.
in this case, they will only ask you about large intestine, because small intestine doesn't extend to the duodenum. You understand me?
Doesn't extend.
Small intestine small intestine does not extend to the question prolapse recta.
It's not. Large intestine is to the rectum, connect to the rectum.
I don't have. Okay, but here what you should remember, it's about because you don't know what they are going to ask, but it is, I know what they are going to ask about this one. So just like that. So you should prepare for it. So here, so now what's here we have
Ascending, transverse, descending, and sigmoid here.
sigmoid.
I think cecum is here, Mansour. It's
Yeah,
not important, but
it is the first part. Cecum is the first part of the large intestine.
the large intestine, yeah.
And then you remember there
Appendix.
is there is falciform appendix, and there is ileum. Ileum is the last part of the small intestine.
Yeah.
So it can now go like that.
Small intestine.
So this one is small intestine that occupies here now. Okay, so what's the question? The question they are likely to ask you from here are like this. Thank God that you already know this, so we don't need to talk about ascending, transverse, descending colon, and sigmoid colon. But what's so our questions ask that anatomical surgical. If they say anatomical surgical, That is why I put all this on. You should know, because in these questions they talk about anatomy. You cannot bring only the rectum.
Yeah.
If you study only the rectum, you get to this exam, they will ask you what part is it from. Okay, and so the operative method. Now, if there is one thing, they will first ask you, why do we need to do surgery for this place? They ask anatomical surgical substantiation of the operative methods of the rectal prolapses treatment. But now first, what is rectal prolapse?
Rectal prolapses, I don't know. Yeah.
So it is situation whereby if you know rectum, right?
Rectum, yeah.
And then you know anus.
Anus, the last one, yeah.
So anus, now if and then in the anus we don't see rectum.
We don't see?
We don't see. If somebody stand like this person is not wearing any clothes, you cannot see the. Okay, maybe you don't understand, but wait.
You make surprise, really. For next page, don't do like that. One page, okay? Whole page. We have a lot of pages you wrote like that.
So it is not enough. It's not what I want to draw. This space will not be enough.
No, so we can go there.
Come, let me see if I can still do something. Oh God, not enough. It's not enough. Let me make it small.
Also, go to this page. Relax, you. You have space. The important thing to understand page is not.
So see what I'm talking about. So if we say maybe it is a man, maybe it's a woman. So this in this place we see rectum.
Yeah.
And we see anus, right? Anus. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We see anus. You understand anus?
No, it's somebody still like. Okay. Okay.
Right.
Master, this is rectum, yeah?
Okay. Yeah.
This one is the rectum, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, this is, we put this man. Make man is better.
So this place is the anus, not rectum. We can from outside. You cannot see rectum. You can only see
like
anus.
that.
Yeah, you can see anus. You cannot. Inside is rectum.
Okay, okay.
What we see from outside, it is anus. You understand?
Rectum, you cannot see. I mean, no, for me.
Yeah, I understand. You understand now?
Yeah.
So this one is anus that we can see from outside. If somebody is sleeping like that with legs open, with legs open. Okay. So if the person is like that, then it is inside that we see rectum.
Rectum. Yeah.
We should not see rectum outside. You understand?
Yeah, rectum is.
But now see what they call rectal prolapse. It's problem when there is there should be sphincter between the rectum and the anus. Sphincter.
Sphincter must be there.
They call this anal sphincter.
Anal sphincter. So because for example when your feces come, you can make stop your feces.
Yeah. This one will control when the feces will come and when it should stop.
Oh yeah, anal
sphincter. But now let's say there is problem with anal sphincter. You understand? So the anus will not be able to stop the feces to come. It will come anytime.
In any time.
But now, a situation whereby there is distension, there is rectum becomes so engrossed, it becomes so big, rectum,
rectum
and then it comes outside from the anus.
rectum is come out.
Outside from the. So this will happen to somebody who is eating too much fatty food, too much sugar, sweet food, too much not good diet.
Not good idea.
So this it can happen because this person may not be able to go to toilet, and if this person goes to the toilet, he forces himself to pull out this stool. So this
you mean,
can make,
Mansour, you mean the rectum it come out from the anus?
yeah, it happens. And so this one in this case they call it rectal prolapse.
Rectal prolapse. That's the name of the disease, yeah?
Yeah.
Rectal prolapse,
So
yeah.
when it comes out like that, what happens? It can be in two types. It can be minor, it can be major.
Minor and major.
Major. And so I say small and big, you understand?
Small and big.
So we have so rectal prolapse now can be small, but what you should pay more attention to this in this rectal prolapse that they are talking about, it is primarily a condition that maybe we may refer to as a situation like hemorrhoids. I don't know if you know about
Hemorrhage?
hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoid is different from hemorrhage.
Hemorrhoid.
Yeah. So what is there is that what happens is that when we have only the mucous membrane of the rectum, rectum, large intestine, small intestine, stomach, esophagus, they have 4 or 5 layers.
4 or 5 layers.
You understand? Mucosa, submucosa, muscular, you understand?
Yeah.
Adventitial.
Serosa, yeah.
Okay. So now, in this case, when we say minor or small rectal prolapse, it is when only the mucosa layer of the rectums comes outside.
When you say minor, only mucosa layer.
Only mucosa layer. And in this case, you understand me now. In this case, we say it is minor rectal prolapse.
Minor rectal prolapse.
And if it is minor rectal prolapse, and then they ask us method of treatment.
Method of treatment.
You understand?
Yeah.
Operative method of treatment of rectal prolapse treatment. You understand?
Methods of the
So
rectum.
the treatment, okay, let me put. We have minor rectal prolapse.
Minor rectal.
So example of it is hemorrhoids. So this is when only the mucosa layer